Discover the world of entomophagy, the practice of eating insects, and learn about companies like Six Foods, which are farming and processing insects like crickets and mealworms into sustainable protein sources, and explore the environmental benefits of this emerging trend. Over 2 billion people worldwide already eat insects as part of their traditional diet. Crickets are a popular edible insect, with 60–70% protein content by body weight. Insect farming requires 12 times less feed than traditional cattle farming, making it highly sustainable. Six Foods is a leading company farming crickets for protein-rich food products like flour and bars. Eating insects could reduce greenhouse gas emissions by up to 90% compared to livestock farming. In the 1840 seconds, a German immigrant named Jacob Walsh struck gold in the Superstition Mountains, but his treasure was never found. Or was it? The Lost Dutchman's gold is a legendary treasure hidden in Arizona's Superstition Mountains. Jacob Walsh, a German immigrant, is believed to have discovered gold in the area in the 1840 seconds. Walsh's gold mine was said to be incredibly rich, producing gold worth millions of dollars. Despite numerous searches, the exact location of Walsh's mine remains a mystery to this day. Many have attempted to find the treasure, but none have returned with conclusive proof. The legend of the Lost Dutchman's gold continues to captivate treasure hunters and adventurers worldwide. Relive the intense rivalry between American bobsledders Steve Holcomb and Steve Langton at the 2014 Sochi Olympics, a dramatic competition that went down to the wire. The 2014 Sochi Olympics bobsled competition featured a rivalry between two American teammates, Steve Holcomb and Steve Langton. Steve Holcomb's team, also known as the Night Train, was the favorite to win the gold medal. Steve Langton, a veteran bobsledder, was driving the second American team, known as the Backup Bobs. The competition was extremely close, with Holcomb and Langton's teams separated by just 0.09 seconds after 3 runs. In the final run, Langton pushed his team to a personal best, putting pressure on Holcomb to maintain his lead. Experience the incredible story of the Republic of Indian Stream, which lasted a mere 3 hours in 1839. In 1839, a disputed territory led to the creation of the Republic of Indian Stream. The territory was claimed by both the U.S. and Mexico, sparking a border dispute. On the 25th of April, 1839, a group of locals declared independence, forming the Republic of Indian Stream. The Republic's government consisted of a single official, Noah Chase, as its president. The Republic of Indian Stream lasted only 3 hours before being annexed by the U.S. The short-lived republic disappeared, but its quirky history remains a fascinating footnote. The US FDA estimates that 8 trillion microbeads enter the environment every day, harming aquatic life and contaminating our water supply. Microbeads are tiny plastic particles, often found in exfoliating scrubs and toothpaste. The US FDA estimates 8 trillion microbeads enter the environment daily, harming aquatic life. Microbeads can pass through water treatment plants and contaminate oceans, lakes, and rivers. The Microbead-Free Waters Act was passed in 2015 to phase out microbead use in the U.S. The act banned the manufacture and sale of microbeads in personal care products by 2017. Thanks to the act, an estimated 8 trillion microbeads are no longer entering U.S. waterways daily. Uncover the legendary tracks that were never released. The Beatles had a song called Hello Goodbye that was almost not released due to controversy. Paul McCartney's Helter Skelter was inspired by a chaotic party at a recording studio. Jimi Hendrix's The Guitarist was shelved due to concerns about its experimental sound. Michael Jackson's Blood on the Dance Floor was cut from the Thriller album due to its dark theme. Queen's Backchat was written during a tumultuous period in the band's history. Radiohead's Pyramid Song took 5 years to complete and was inspired by near-death experiences. Uncover the hidden world of sumo wrestling, where wrestlers engage in a physically demanding and often brutal sport, with legendary sumo wrestler Akebono holding the record for most career wins with 958 victories. Sumo wrestling originated in Japan over 1,500 years ago as a sacred ritual to entertain the gods. Sumo wrestlers can weigh up to 400 pounds, with Akebono, a legendary champion, weighing 580 pounds at his peak. A sumo match lasts only 5 minutes, but wrestlers train for up to 6 hours a day, 6 days a week. The highest rank in sumo, yokozuna, is held by only 72 wrestlers in history, with akebono being one of them. Sumo wrestlers are expected to follow a strict lifestyle, including a traditional diet and no driving or drinking. Take a journey through the cosmos and discover the composition of our universe. The universe is made up of about 70% dark energy, a mysterious force driving its expansion. Dark matter, another unknown component, makes up around 25% of the universe's mass energy density. Ordinary matter, including stars, planets, and galaxies, accounts for only about 5% of the universe. The majority of ordinary matter is hydrogen, with helium being the second most abundant element in the universe. The universe's composition is not uniform, with different elements and particles found in varying abundances throughout. Scientists continue to study the universe's composition using advanced telescopes and simulations to better understand its evolution. From Category 5 hurricanes to massive blizzards, we'll take you on a journey through the most extreme weather events on record. The world's largest snowflake fell in Montana, measuring 15 inches wide and 8 inches thick. The highest temperature ever recorded on Earth was 134 degrees Fahrenheit in Death Valley, California, on the 10th of July, 1913. Hurricane Patricia, in 2015, was the strongest hurricane ever recorded, with winds of 215 miles per hour. The deadliest tornado in history occurred in Bangladesh in 1993, killing over 1,300 people. The largest hailstorm on record occurred in Bangladesh, with hailstones weighing up to 1.9 pounds. The longest-lasting drought on record occurred in Atacama, Chile, lasting over 400 years. Learn how the Demogorgon from Stranger Things was inspired by a creature from the classic game Dungeons & Dragons and how it was brought to life in the show. The Demogorgon in Stranger Things was inspired by a monster from Dungeons & Dragons. In D&D, the Demogorgon is a powerful demon prince with 2 heads and tentacles. The show's creators, the Duffer Brothers, are fans of D&D and drew from its mythology. The Stranger Things Demogorgon was brought to life using a mix of practical and CGI effects. The creature's design was influenced by the D&D artwork and the brothers' own imaginations.